Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 10th. And sorry, I just needed to make sure if I had... for a second there, I thought I didn't have enough time to be able to record this, but I do, so we will be fine, Aries. But Aries, let's see what is going on for you here for the week of the 10th. We're going to take a look at your current general energies in this first row. In your second row, we are going to see where you are most lucky this week. And in your last row, we are going to do kind of like a miniature version of the Move Mountain spread that I just did. People really like that, so I thought I would add it into the weeklies because it's something you can do every single week, right, Aries? And I will be describing that at the end. Once we get to that row, we'll talk about what it means if you don't know yet. So that'll be that. Also at the end, I will be pulling 3 yes or no question cards, and if you don't have any questions, I will be putting those all together and answering them as one question. But Aries, make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. You have the Chameleon Spirit. This card says act as if. This is actually one of my favorite cards in this deck. It pretty much just says that if there's something you desire to have, or if there's something you want, or if there's something you want to experience, all you have to do is step into the energy of whatever, that thing that you want is. So I feel for some of you just saying, fake it till you make it with this energy. What I would say to you, Aries, is the fake it till you make it card for me in the tarot is the Queen of Swords. And the reason is that the Queen of Swords kind of represents learning as you go. She kind of would be willing to start something that she wants to accomplish, and she would just get started. And, she would just kind of learn as she goes. So that's like why, and I'm saying this because you don't have the Queen of Swords here, but you do have this card, so I kind of get like a fake it till you make it vibe here, Aries, on anything you want. You have the Ten of Cups, the Hermit, and the Six of Pentacles here as well. It's like I'm almost getting the word like dreaming. It's like you're dreaming of having this Ten of Cups. I get like a more dreamy energy, and we're going to clarify all the rows, so we'll kind of see where this is going, but I just kind of get this like very dreamy, dreamlike energy on this card. And there's almost something in your life that it feels just like the tiniest little bit out of reach here, I feel, with this Ten of Cups. And this is the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, by the way, Aries. I love this deck. It's amazing. The imagery is awesome as well. And like I said, it's like there's something where you feel that something is just a little bit out of reach. I think you need to realize that you have earned something here with the Hermit card. The Hermit is a card of kind of climbing to the top of a mountain and shining your inner light, or using your light to guide you, but it is a card of having learned and having gone through like a dark night of the soul. So it's kind of like you have earned something here, and I feel like you need to realize it. That's why you have that act as if energy. I've seen this happen to people before, and I'm just going to describe to you what I'm getting here, Aries. It's kind of like where, I've seen it happen where people start making more money, but then they don't like step into that energy of being more successful, so they lose it. Or they haven't had love in a long time and they get love, and because they're not in like the energy of love, they lose it. So I really feel that's what this row is saying. It's kind of like saying put in the work. Six of Pentacles here, to step into an energy, especially if you're being rewarded, which I feel you are, by the way. It's like you are being rewarded at this time, Aries. So I would just like step into the energy, Let's see what we get here. You have the Four Wands. Definitely could be marriage coming in for you. Some of you could already be married, obviously. You have the King of Wands. You showing up in a very strong position. King of Wands with the Hermit is like really having a lot to share. It says you have a lot to offer. And that's something else that I do intuitively, like the message is popping into my head, is you need to realize that. You need to realize that you bring a lot to the table. I feel you need to realize that whatever reward you're getting here, you have earned this and you deserve it because you bring a lot to the table. And I'm mostly getting it in this last row, by the way, this Move Mountains row. So we're going to talk about that more in just a second. But it's kind of like you have earned whatever is coming in for you here. Yeah, it's like you are having to walk away from a very similar reading to what you've been getting for the past couple weeks. It is almost like you are, I wouldn't even say you're making a sacrifice, Aries, but what I would say is it does appear that some of you are walking away from something that you have invested some time, effort, and energy into. But Five of Cups is really your answer. I'm pretty sure I said this to you last week. It's almost like you could be crying over, 3 spilt cups, but you have a lot to gain. And I even think I titled your video from last week, the last weekly reading, I think I titled it Having a Lot to Gain, or something along those lines, right? So it's kind of like you have a lot more to gain than you realize. And if I didn't and I'm wrong, then this video is going to be titled Having a Lot to Gain, or something along those lines, because it's kind of like you need to realize that you have a lot to gain, but you have to step into, it's like you have to embrace the energy with that chameleon spirit. And it might require a little faking it till you make it. I'm kind of like, personally, I'm kind of against faking it till you make it, because I think you should just be whatever it is that you want to be. But at the same time, it's kind of like, to me, that's the best way to kind of change our mental programming at the same time. So I see it from both sides here, Aries. And it's like you're probably, I do get this hesitation where it's like if you get new love, you could be telling yourself, or maybe not with your words, but, kind of like it more subconsciously or whatever, that you could be telling yourself you don't deserve it, or you could be feeling like you don't deserve it. I feel like you just need to, kind of beat it into your head, right? That you deserve something. That's how you will fake it till you make it with this energy. In your next row here, for where you are most lucky, I feel like you are most lucky in the present. You have this here and now card, so I feel you are most lucky, number one, right now, but I also feel like you are most lucky in staying present at this time. You have the Hierophant, the Page of Swords, or the Page of Wands, and the Emperor here. So number one, again, you showing up here. So I feel that just you are lucky at this time. This is just saying that you on your own are very lucky right now. I also feel that kind of the Hierophant with the Page of Wands here is about curiosity and learning. So there's going to be a lot of luck coming in for you this week based off of kind of like learning about whatever it is that wherever you want to be successful. To me, this is very much like preparation energy. Again, there are like a million sayings out there about luck, and they all basically say that luck is just preparation. It's just being prepared to take advantage of an opportunity. So if you want to be lucky in love, then I feel like you just need to learn something about love. Watch a YouTube video about love. Read a book about how to have love, whatever. If you want to be lucky in business or work, same thing. Just this is basically saying educate yourself and you will be very lucky. I would also say that there's a lot of luck coming in for you, I feel, in going on an adventure with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands could be some sort of adventure, could literally be traveling. It could also be like a mental adventure as well, where maybe you're learning something new, like I said, or you could be just like kind of dozing off during the day, daydreaming, and maybe you have an idea, like a brilliant idea for a business, or maybe you have a brilliant idea for a book. And I'm telling you this because I do think you need to pay attention to this here, Aries, because I think that pretty much, it's my belief that, anybody who creates anything, it's like we're basically channeling it from source. It's like the information is out here all the time, like for the next great novel, for the next great movie to be created, whatever. But it's like the ideas are constantly flowing to us, but, most people are like, oh, I could never do that, or I could never create that book, I could never date that person, whatever. Whatever ideas flow into your head. And usually we get these ideas when we're daydreaming, in the shower, when we're sleeping, kind of like when we're just about to wake up, like those moments. And I do feel this reading is saying you need to pay attention to those moments where you're kind of zoning out almost, Aries, because that's where you're going to be getting some really good answers here. So, pay attention. You have the Lovers here as well. I do feel like you could be lucky in love. Yeah, Page of Cups, definitely love coming in. I mean, King of Cups here, and the Four of Swords here as well. I do feel some of you could be lucky in love. It's like you're attracting someone. Could be a Gemini that is coming in for you. It could also be a Taurus as well. Could be a water sign, could be any sign. This is just a general reading. But I do feel there is new love available to you here with this reading. So I do feel there's like a lot of luck in new love. For some of you, I do feel if you have been on a break, and it is popping into my head, again, I don't think you have broken up with a person, but if you have been on a break with a person, there could actually be a lot of luck. You could be healing a connection, I see here, if you have been on a break, or if you have taken a break from a person. It's like you could be healing that situation and kind of like bringing it back together. But again, I don't think, it's popping into my head that it was never a breakup. It was just something kind of minor. I also, as I have been saying to you for like 2 weeks, there's a lot of luck in you kind of doing something new. The Lovers is a card of being at a crossroads, and it kind of says you need to pick a new path, but in doing so, you will be finding a lot of success. So love it. Next, we are going to see where you can move mountains. Again, one of my favorite people of all time, Greg Braden, he says when your head and your heart become one, you can move mountains. So we're going to take a look at your head, your heart, and how to bring those two things together so that you can move mountains. You have this golden egg card here. So I feel that, again, like I was saying at the beginning of the reading, there's something that you definitely want to accomplish. There's something that you see as your golden egg, right? There's something that you see as very valuable in your life, I feel, with this energy. And it's kind of like something that you're holding close to your chest. You have the Five of Cups in the area of your head. So I feel that your head energy, the way that you think in kind of like the more logical side of things, is kind of like looking at all the loss. But you need to look at everything that you have to gain by releasing a situation. For some of you, this is going to be a past relationship. We go 8 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles to the Page of Wands, King of Cups to the 5 of Cups. This is like releasing a past relationship. Even the Lovers, if you read some of the older books about tarot, the Lovers was traditionally a card of new love. It's like a card of being at a crossroads and going and finding a new person. So I feel for some of you, this is saying that your brain could be having a hard time letting go of something, but it's like if you just turn around and see the 2 cups that are behind you, it's like you have a lot more to gain than you realize. The 5 of Cups to me represents having more to gain than you realize, because there's also a bridge that leads to a castle, and so it's like you don't just get the 2 cups, you also get the bridge and the castle as well here, Aries. So that is something you need to realize. In the area of your heart, you have the 4 cups, too many disappointments. So I feel you've experienced too many disappointments, and these disappointments are probably also, it's kind of funny because with these 2 cards here, this would say to me that your head and your heart are in alignment, but I just think there needs to be a little bit of like hanged man mode going on here. I think you need to gain a new perspective again. And like I feel if you could just flip something, or even like temperance energy as well, right? Temperance is about turning a negative into a positive. It can be. And that's kind of what I'm getting here, is it's like right now your head and your heart maybe are doing a little stinking thinking about something that you hold very close to your chest, something that you value with that golden egg card. Bringing the 2 things together, you have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles really just says that you have everything necessary. You have everything you need to be successful at this time. King of Pentacles is like a card of stability, but it's also a card of resources and being very resourceful. So it's kind of like saying to me that you have everything you need at this time to kind of move mountains. And again, I forgot to say this, but mountains don't have to be obstacles. Mountains could be a goal, a wish, a dream, something you want to accomplish as well. But let's clarify this here, Aries. And let's see, you have the 9 of Pentacles. Love it. The 9 of Pentacles, again, says you have all the resources necessary to be very successful at this time. I do feel some of you, this has been coming up for you. 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups to the Lovers, the Hierophant, marriage, right? So there could be like marriage potential coming in for you. I would say it's a new person, because 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, Page of Wands, King of Cups. It's like you're looking for new love to the King of Pentacles. We'll have to see where that goes. You have the 3 of Wands here, and you have the Ace of Cups. There you go. Damn. Aries, this is a good reading. Especially for those of you who are looking for love. This is like definitely a marriage reading. It's funny how that just switched on a very quickly there. So again, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, Page of Wands, King of Cups to the King of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. This is like a permanent love offer coming in for you. If you're looking for love, I feel there is something permanent coming in for you. Your reading is actually very simple. Your whole entire reading to me boils down to that chameleon spirit. There's no reason to, as I always say, there's no reason to overcomplicate these readings, right? So the chameleon spirit just says, if you could just act as if you could take a negative and turn it into a positive and look on the bright side, right, you will get your golden egg, whatever it is for you. For some of you, it's clearly a love offer that you are desiring here. Again, King of Pentacles would be someone permanent coming into your life, someone who's in it for the long haul. And so if you're looking for new love, this is really, really good. For others, this is just something that you love. So I feel for some of you, that there is like a person that, there is like a thing that you love. It could be a hobby, a business, a job, your health. It could be anything, but I feel like your emotions are going to be overflowing. You're going to be very happy this week. This is a good reading here, Aries. I do feel for some of you, again, I always get this message for you. I feel like you need to put yourself out there, Aries, because I feel for some of you, you feel like you're never going to have love. And, there's definitely love available to you here. But again, you are going to have to like go out and get it. Like, I feel like you're going to have to kind of put yourself out there to find this. So I would definitely kind of like go out in public. But let's see what we have for you, Aries. We're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards, and feel free to pause this video. 1, 2, and 3. Again, as I've been saying, no life or death questions here. I mean, please, this is for entertainment purposes only, Aries. Like I've said before, I feel like I shouldn't have to explain myself, but apparently I do. So these don't listen to me. I'm just a guy on the internet. 1, 2, 3. Yes or no? For question number 1, I would say 4 of Pentacles. No, I feel like you're holding on too tightly to whatever you're asking about, and this is something that I intuitively feel needs to be released. For question number 2, I would say no. 5 of Wands, conflict, competition. Again, something that you should be moving away from. I'm getting like thorns popping into my head, like, kind of like roses, thorns. But it's popping into my head as something that's more kind of like grabbing onto you and holding you back, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like something is almost like a trap or like thorns. It's preventing you from moving forward here with this energy. And for question number 3, I would say yes. Ace of Cups, true love. So I would say yes with question number 3. Putting this all together, I feel that some of you are kind of conflicted about walking away from a past situation. There is clearly new love coming in for you, so don't, I would say that walk away is the answer. For others, I feel that this is kind of like fortune after difficulty is what I'm getting. 10 of Cups is fortune after difficulty, so I'm really just getting fortune after difficulty vibes for you here, Aries. I would say that is a good thing. So this is a really good reading, Aries. I love it. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you this week. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. But thank you, Aries, and definitely enjoy your week.